Most people don't do politics because politics is negativity, and if you can make it fun, if you can make it lively, then it gives energy instead of draining energy.
Social movements build when the politics get into the theater and the theater gets into the politics.
We are making a visual metaphor that the IMF is the loan sharks of the world. There's something so uplifting about doing a kick line while we're being watched by snipers in a helicopter.
I think art can do work in a way that yelling and screaming can't. I mean, thoughts are one thing, but if you feel that something is right, that's when people really move.
One of the critical aspects to this center is that it's been a clearinghouse of information for lots of individuals, not only who live in Seattle, but have been coming in from around the country and around the globe. We are providing a base of operation for journalists and others who are going out into the streets and capturing the content, editing the content, and then distributing it over the internet, over satellite, over faxes, literally around the world.
We have to find our own ways to get the message out. So because the revolution will not be televised by the corporate media, we hope that the information that has been presented to you by the alternative media is one that you will learn.
We've got teams that are covering video, we've got teams that are covering print. We have a newspaper actually being published every day out of this center.
The Blind Spot, which is this paper, it's the paper that the Independent Media Center puts out every day during the WTO. And it's basically like a 11 by 17 fold over that's front and back, and which is pretty much all we can afford to do. I'm sure we could fill a lot more.
My friend Bjorn, who works here at the IMC, said, Pete, you should come over and get an audio recorder and record what you were doing. You know, and so I came over here and I got one, and I've been out in the streets, and I've interviewed everybody from National Guard to a retired police officer, 15 years or 30 years with the Seattle Police Force, as well as local citizens, as well as, of course, protesters.
Well, I think Wall Street's already got the message. You know, I think that's why do you think there's such a massive police response to this here? It's not because they believe the kids are going to burn a couple Starbucks down. That's not what's going on. That response is happening here because they realize this movement is way beyond their control.
This particular demonstration is being treated altogether different by the police. The FBI and the Secret Service are very much involved in planning the police strategy.
I'm not a student. I'm just a normal person. I mean, you know, everyday life.
The first arrests were on Wednesday, where the police, actually the FBI, pulled over a car that had some chicken wire and some pipes.
Well, it kind of scares me. Supposedly we have the right to assemble, the right to protest, the right to free speech, things like that. And what I see going on here is a censorship of those rights before we have the chance to exercise those rights.
There were many cracked heads, people that ended up bleeding by police batons.
We don't want to cause injury to the demonstrators at all.
The people were marching, and the cops came in or whatever, and people were just sitting down with their knees, and the cops started beating on people. And the lady even got cut on her side, like a slash on her side. It was very hectic.
For more information or to view the full program, please visit us online at www.deepdishtv.org.